set it off. Go to Vegas, bet it all. Put it on the Bucs win, whoever they gon' play gon' fall. Don't say I ain't told y'all. Loose cannons gon' fold y'all. Yeah, the Heat be 9-3, but it gets real cold in the fall. That's when the season start. Bucs come in 40 hard. Win after win, ripping the division apart. Panthers, they pussycats. Falcons got bird flu. Take the Ravens and Dolphins and open up a zoo. Cause one thing's for sure, better than the Bucs, they show lane. And every day in Tampa Bay, we say fuck the Saints. We in Tampa Bay, baby. 813 going crazy. Tampa, boy. This Bucs podcast be the greatest. Loose cannons blasting on them haters. And we in Tampa Bay, baby. Tell them where you from. 813 going crazy. Yeah. This Bucs podcast be the greatest. Loose cannons blasting on them haters. Now when I say the loose cannons, what? Do you know what I mean? I'm talking Bobby Latte, Stank Bastard, and Samurai Lee. You ain't never seen no her before, no podcast like this. These boys they entertain you, then take you on road trips.
What is up, Bucs Nation? It is Thursday, November 6th, 2025, and you're watching the amazing Loose Cannons podcast. I am your boy, the Samurai Ali, hanging out with the pale one who looks a little bit more Irish-y than usual tonight, the Stank Bastard, and we have an intern in the closet tonight by the name of Vixen. The lovely Vixen will be joining us tonight, and before I forget, make sure you guys check out loosecannonslive.com where you can watch or listen to every episode you miss, or if you just want to rewatch it, just to kind of go through the ups and downs of an episode, or maybe when things don't work out and we glitch out, or we don't have sound, or the audio doesn't work, whatever's going on. Those two things are kind of the same thing. And of course, don't forget to hit the like button, leave us a comment, and hit the subscribe button if you're somehow now just finding out about this amazing product that we put forth twice a week, sometimes once a week if you're lucky. So welcome out of the bye, Stank. I mean, Listen, rested, okay, rejuvenated, kind of like Goku when it goes to that rejuvenation pod, to kind of work on his skill and work on his strength. The Bucs are coming out of this bye week. We're coming out of a bye week, man. How are you, first, before we even talk about the Bucs, how are you feeling? You've been on, I believe, some sort of a wedding singer tour that you haven't told anyone about.
Yeah, I mean, you guys were on a bye week, relaxing. I wasn't. I did 2 weddings. I hosted one. I was the father of one. I'm basically a professional fucking wedding person now, if that's a thing. And I'm tired. I need a bye week from the bye week. Is that a thing? Because I need that.
Do you have a favorite wedding song?
Favorite wedding song?
Yeah.
I hate all wedding songs. I hate all the stupid cha-cha slide shit. Like, get that out of my fucking face. Yeah. All right. Don't hit me with the conga line. All right. Don't hit me with the cruise ship shit. All right. If you're a DJ and you're worth your salt, you stay away from that stuff. So favorite would be if they played none of those things.
None of those things. I'm with you.
You know what?
No music at weddings.
I got it right now. Bryan Adams, Arms Wide Open. Where'd that song go? Can we bring that back? Because I heard Bryan Adams feels disrespected these days, and we need more Bryan Adams in this world. So Arms Wide Open, bring it on.
All right, I'm not going to do any of that.
Wait, is that a Bryan Adams song?
Arms Wide Open, no.
Damn it!
You're way off base already, man. All right, the bye week didn't help any. It definitely didn't help you, Stank. Definitely didn't help you
at all.
Didn't help you at all. Stank, you ever watch a movie? And it feels like it might be good, it might be great, but you're still kind of not feeling it. So you hit pause and you kind of get up and maybe you make popcorn or you go to the bathroom and rub one out really quick. And then you come back and you hit play again and you're hoping, man, this time it's going to be great. It's going to be a good movie. I'm going to start feeling it now. This is where we're at right now with this Bucs team. It didn't feel good. It didn't feel good going into the bye week, even though we won. It felt like we needed to hit pause. I don't know if I like this movie yet. Now we're pressing play again, man. We're back, right? So, what do you think, if anything? All right, put on your Coach Stank headphones for a second here. What do you think the Bucs
Right.
coaches and players worked on or addressed or focused their attention on during the bye week going into this Sunday?
Hopefully, how to block up front on offense. I think that's where they needed to focus a good majority of their time. Maybe game planning, get Grizz back in there and say, Grizz, listen, little good, little bad. This is a time where we need to evaluate what you're doing. Maybe I don't know. I think that's where more of the focus lied, because coming into the bye, defense is hot, offense is cold. Clearly banged up at every position, it feels like. And, it's just a time where you got to self-scout. We should have been doing that in the bye week. We didn't do any of that, though. None.
So, yeah, I think
we
they
meaning loose cannons, we did none of that.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't speak on behalf of the team. Listen, I'm with you. I think what they really hopefully focused on is the offensive side of the ball. I don't know. You could be critical of some aspects of the defense, but I don't know how much more you could really change. The majority of those guys are healthy. They're there. The ones that are on the field, and the guys who are gone aren't coming back. So in terms of the offense, man, you've had basically 2 weeks now to figure out who's going to play right guard, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mock is gone. Michael Jordan, Klein, Feeney. All these guys have Haggard. They've all been at right guard at some point or another. The last 3 weeks has been a different guy each week. I'm hoping that they've said, all right, we've seen enough of A, B, C, and D. We're going to stick with blah at right guard. And, hopefully Luke Gedeke gets back. And then that whole thing kind of figured, you only got one guy down at that point, right? And then everyone else can kind of lift that guy up, maybe cover it up a little bit, Band-Aid it up. But I'm hoping they really thought long and hard about who their right guard is going to be from here on out, because I don't like this musical chairs nonsense. It just feels like you got to stick with a guy and just kind of let them figure out, their orchestra, if you will. And the other thing too is, Grizz. Have they looked back at what they've done to this point, understood what their limitations are with the offensive line and how they can work around that and still be creative, still be dynamic, still allow plays to happen, and also look back, what they've done falling short, where it has nothing to do with the offensive line, just bad execution in terms of spacing, routes, that kind of stuff, creating these opportunities for these guys to really make plays. And I think that's the biggest thing. Did they look back and address how can we better put these players in a position to make plays? Are we doing our best as coaches? And of course, will the players be doing their best as players? But as coaches, have they done enough? Because I think a lot of the stuff during the bye week should be coach looking in the mirror type shit.
Yeah, it's hard. No continuity on offense at all, except for at the quarterback position. We're down deep in, from pretty much every position on offense, depth wise. Nobody even talks about losing O'Keefe and how that's affected our run game.
I've mentioned it a handful of times.
Yeah,
people don't realize
that guy did all the dirty work, and people just kind of just let that go. Nobody talks about having an enforcer like that in there, and you could see the drop off not only from losing Bucky but losing Cole, and everything else. I mean, we've talked ad nauseum about all the losses, and it's just hard to have an identity when each week you're putting a Band-Aid somewhere. We still don't know what our front five is going to look like here throughout the remainder of the season. Having the mean, nasty Luke Gedeke back would be huge. Mm-hmm. And hopefully he can go, because it doesn't look like we're getting anybody else back right now. So it is kind of what we saw going into the buys, what we're going to see here going up against New England this week. So yeah, man, it's nobody's going to feel sorry for us, and they got to get it done.
I think there's a good chance Luke plays this week. They're kind of being real hush about it. They opened up his 21-day, practice window to come off of the IR. Yep. I just have this feeling they're being quiet just to kind of not tip their hat, or tip their opponent off too early. But I have a feeling that he's ready, because he's been out of that boot for a little bit. It seemed like if there was an important game last week that he probably would have played. So I just have this feeling that he's going to be back. But you know what else I'm hoping they looked at? Fast starts. This team's been really lethargic recently in the first quarter of games. And even against a team like the Saints, it just felt lethargic. And I don't know if some of that is the offensive line, some of that is Grizz trying to, keep that from becoming too much of an issue. Some of that's maybe Baker being kind of banged up, but going beyond that, they've still been, other than the maybe Seahawks game, they've kind of just been lethargic every single week, it seems. I hope that's something that they've figured out a way. I think that's more players, in my opinion. I think that's like at the bottom of the screen here, it says, what did players and coaches work on? I think that's something that I hope the players kind of took personally and thought about and maybe talked about amongst themselves. How can we start faster? How can we hit the ground with more energy? And, like we need a JPP or a Red, Ryan Jensen in this locker room that kind of just gets these guys fucking fired up, right? It just feels like they're going out there tight, not excited. I don't know what it is, man. It's weird.
It's survival mode. Instead of going out there with the intention of attacking and having a game plan, Grizz doesn't know what we do well right now because it's hard to do anything when you can't pass block for very long and your run game isn't working like it was before when you had, all your horses and you had Bucky who could kind of improvise a little bit more than Rashad, and then you're asking Tucker to come off the bench and get hot and asking Rashad to kind of change his role. And then everybody's changing their roles and tight ends are blocking more instead of being out in the pass pattern. And defenses, they're going to catch up, and they have clearly caught up to what we're trying to accomplish each week. And I think Grizzard's playbook has been cut to a quarter because you can't do installs when you have new positions, filling in. And so I feel like everybody's been in kind of survival mode. And thankfully, Baker has been able to put this team on his back and continue to score enough points. And we played one of the worst teams in the history in the NFL last week. Can we all agree?
Yeah,
that's a bad football team. They don't want to be there. They don't want to be there at all. But
I mean, I talked to a player after that game, and he said you could tell they didn't want anything to do with actually playing the game.
No,
they weren't even trying to win. He's like, they weren't even really trying, dude.
They wanted nothing
other than Kool-Aid and Demario Davis, and I guess the cat from Ohio State, the defensive end that everyone thought would be good and it was never good. I can't remember his name. I think other than those three guys, he said that they don't seem to really want to be out there. They're just kind of going through the motions. They're trying to get to the offseason or get the fuck out of town.
Well, the next three games are going to be completely different. We're essentially going up against the hottest three teams in the NFL back to back to back, and we're doing it at 70% strength, and we're going to have to play our best ball. Defense is going to have to continue to make stops and get the ball back for the offense. I don't know that we're going to see some kind of miracle change here after the bye, but I could be wrong. These young guys have some experience now, and we're going to have to rely on other guys like Garrett Green and other wide receivers to fill in if Godwin's going to be out for what I saw a rumor today speculate that into December potentially. So he's not coming back anytime soon.
I saw end of November.
Okay, end of November, end of December. Regardless, he's not coming back now, and we're going to have to rely on Shep and Tez and Emeka and whoever else wants to show up and make plays. That's what we're stuck with right now. Rookies and a guy, a journeyman and Baker going out there and hopefully
doing his thing,
and being able to be magical like he has been.
Yeah. And so, it's 1 week. A lot of people go into the bye week with a lot of expectations. I feel like I don't know if they fix everything in 1 week, but I'm hoping that they at least fucking find that swagger that they used to have kind of on the offensive side, especially because going into this game, I think this game has a little bit more weight than people want to admit. It's not a team we play very often. It's not an NFC opponent. But in my opinion, Stank, it is somewhat of a measuring stick, this team. This is a very disciplined Patriots team. So they also have a very disciplined defense, are coached up well. The offensive side has its issues, but they're on a win streak, right? And so I think this is another opportunity for the Bucs. It's not just a game. It's not just a possible win, in my opinion. I think there's an opportunity here to kind of have somewhat of a signature win under Todd Bowles and Baker here. This feels like this might be a moment, so we haven't really had that signature win per se. Maybe Seattle, maybe. But, that Lions game last year comes to mind. But this one here feels like they can get a little bit more respect across the league as, not the pretender, but maybe an actual contender. Going into a game like this, both teams actually have an opportunity to solidify themselves as either pretender or contender. Because I really do think if you lose this game, the rest of the league, the media, guys like that are going to start to look at this team and, they've had their chances to win the games that matter the most, and they haven't pulled it off. They lost to the Lions. We lost to the Eagles. I mean, like, this seems in that realm. They obviously not the same echelon of team, but this is a 7-2 Patriots team. This is a good football team somehow, right? This is a chance to come out and say, we are a fucking good team, and we're a great team. We're not just the best team in the NFC South. That's the problem, right? That's kind of the narrative surrounding the team usually that's leading this division. This is an opportunity for the Bucs to say, no, we're not just the NFC South champions. We're a fucking Super Bowl contending team. This is more than just a game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and this is a Patriots team that is playing above, what people had thought. Everybody looked at the schedule early on and just marked this game down as an easy win. It's not going to be the case whatsoever. They're hot. They're playing with confidence. They beat some really good football teams. They're quite a bit healthier than we are, but they've dealt with their injuries as well. They've got a young quarterback who's playing out of his fucking mind right now, but he hasn't seen a Todd Bowles defense yet. They don't know us like they know some other division opponents. This is going to be something different, and we've had 2 weeks to game plan for that offense. So I hope that we can stand on the shoulders of our defense again and continue to win football games, with all three phases. And we may have to rely on this defense to carry us for a while. And maybe, special teams seems to be getting their shit together somewhat. And then the offense just has to do enough and not turn the ball over and not kill ourselves ultimately to continue to, what you don't want is a defensive fall off. Cause I don't think that we can do what we did in Seattle necessarily.
Can't withstand that.
Yeah. And score with teams right now, but I don't know. Anytime I've doubted Bake, he just shuts me the fuck up. So
we'll see. All signs, especially coming out of Baker's mouth, point to him being a lot healthier than he has been the last couple of weeks leading into the bye. I think he needed that rest. He put his body on the line those first 5 weeks of the season, man. Pretty hardcore. We know he's capable of now. Let's see if Grizz can now build on that. Maybe he was protecting Baker's body with the vanilla game plan kind of going into that last game before the bye. Who knows? But in my opinion, this game has a little bit of a prove it type feel to it. Even though it's not, like I said, an NFC opponent, but you gotta at some point win a game against a quality opponent and just kind of send the message that this isn't the same old Todd Bowles Bucs, and I don't think they are. I think they've had kind of a couple unfortunate bounces. Even the Lions game, they were kind of in that game to an extent, right? They kind of hung around in that game. The offense just couldn't get their head out of their ass. And then the Eagles game was just a fuck up of fucking referee nonsense, in my opinion. Yeah. That really kind of cost us an opportunity. And of course, the 7 points right off the bat on the block punt didn't help matters, right? So they are, I think, a better team than people realize. And they do get a lot of love nationally, but I still think this game feels like one of those, let's end another team's winning streak. All right. Mm-hmm. They're 7-2. We're 6-2. Punch his team in the mouth. I mean, this is a statement type of moment here. I want the Bucs to fucking stand up to that moment and not, not let it be bigger than them, because I don't think that it should be bigger than them.
Oh, I don't think we've had any real letdowns this year. I mean, yes, we've lost to two good teams, and those games just didn't fall our way. I don't foresee any kind of ass kicking on either side. Honestly, I think it's going to be one of those typical NFL games that the team who makes the least amount of mistakes ends up, carrying their team to a victory. But who fucking knows? But again, we don't see this team very often. They don't see us very often. Last time we faced each other, Tom went to the house. Joe Tryon had the game of his life. We got a win. That was a fun game. But yeah, I just don't know what to expect. I do expect to see 30,000 fucking Patriots fans in Tampa, though.
All those guys that now start to wear Buccaneer colors in Tampa, they're all going to be wearing their Boston fucking Patriot colors, and they're Bucs fans, but they're not Bucs fans.
You know how I know that's true? Because Bucs fans are having a hard time finding tickets right now.
100%.
That just tells me
the Bucs fans already have the tickets.
That just tells me that Patriots fans have been buying up tickets for months, and it's going to be a packed house, and it's going to be it's going to feel like it does when teams like that who travel well come to Tampa. So
yeah, I'm just the reason I'm putting emphasis on this game, Stank, is because this feels like a game that if you take it lightly, you got this opponent coming up right after that and the opponent after them. This feels like it could be a trap game if you don't take it serious. Like everybody circled this game as an L, as a W for the Bucs when the schedule came out, like you said. No one expected the Patriots to be what they are. Maybe some people expected Drake May, like I did, to be good, but nobody expected the whole team to somehow put wins together. They have a couple of quality wins. I mean, they barely beat the shit Falcons last week. Thanks to an amazing display of kicking yet again. I think they're on their 12th kicker this season. Unbelievable, amazing. Actually, I love it. But that doesn't mean. Or that means that they aren't invincible, but I still think they're a very good football team, especially on the defensive side. And if our offense struggles and their defense does what they're supposed to do, then it's going to be on our defense's shoulders. But, right now, this schedule just doesn't get any easier. This isn't a 1 week story, but it is a start, Stank, as you touched on, of an absolute gauntlet coming up here. Can the Bucs survive this gauntlet? Start, obviously, this week is important, but if we look ahead to next week, can they get through this stretch? I think they have to start it with the W this Sunday to kind of allow themselves some wiggle room because it's not going to get easier here. The Rams, then the Bills. I mean, those are the two teams that we're also looking at when the schedule comes out, measuring stick games, especially the Rams game. That's, I think, the most important game on the schedule, even with the Bills and the former MVP and Josh Allen doing all the things that Josh Allen does. It's going to be in Buffalo, that whole thing. But, man, the W matters this week because of that gauntlet. That can the Bucs make it through that and then get on to the other side of what looks like a really, really nice schedule on our behalf?
Yeah, I don't think this is a trap game at all. I think they know exactly who it is they're facing. A team playing with a lot of confidence. I don't think they're looking ahead at all. They've had 2 weeks to stare at this team and prepare for this team. And will that be enough? You mentioned a few minutes ago Baker's health. They asked Bake in the press conference if his injuries, his oblique injury, had any effect on his play. Blah 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 blah. Of course, Baker's not going to blame his injury, but we all know he was banged up. Now he's quite a bit healthier, and hopefully we see that sharp Baker. We need sharp Baker, right? We need the good Baker to come out here, start fast, and that's on Grizzard. That's on this offensive coaching staff. They have to come out hot. They have to come out quick. They really do need to be efficient because the shit we saw the last 2 weeks, we can't have that. We will get fucking, our ass kicked if they continue to do that. Cause these are good football teams who aren't going to beat themselves. We're going to have to actually fucking fist fight these teams to get victories. So
yeah, I mean,
really quick before you continue.
All right, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah. B-Shuck with the $20 super chat. Haven't been able to watch you live lately. Good to see you guys.
Excuses already coming out. Listen, the bye week's over, guys. Even for you, B-Shuck. All right. You're already coming out with excuses. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear excuses from everybody in the chat right now. We all have to be better this week. And I know you don't get dad stank tone very often on this podcast, but it's time to buckle up, buckos. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
You gave him the full on dad bucko.
Yeah.
That's a big one. Yeah. Back to the point you were making, Stank. This 3-game stretch, in my opinion, is going to define the rest of the season. I just have this feeling it's that moment that we've seen the last couple of years where we usually stub our toe. We're in a better position to withstand a stubbing of said toe. But as well as anybody, you don't want to stub your toe just to stub your toe, right? If you can avoid stubbing your toe, you do everything you can by all means, right? So it's important starting this Sunday and the next couple of weeks, see how they navigate this. See how they navigate it from a depth standpoint. See how they navigate it from the injury standpoint, getting guys back sooner rather than later. Do they rush certain guys back or not? And how do they deal with an L in the mix here? Does it snowball? They've shown this year that they haven't allowed that to happen like they had the last couple of years. So this is kind of a leadership in the locker room, coaching, a lot of momentum, I guess, managing that's going to go on here. Because I think if they started off, like I said, this Sunday with a W, I think that's going to kind of get that machine rolling in the right direction, man.
Can we all agree stubbing your toe, one of the most painful things that can happen to a man? I don't think women.
I think it's probably worse than giving birth.
Definitely worse than giving birth.
100%.
Oh
I don't know
no,
about that boy.
this hole that God gave me that's supposed to be for a baby, and they complain like it's painful. You know what? They get all kinds of shots. They get pampered. There's 17 doctors around them. You know, we don't get that.
And
Right?
that, leading up to it, they get 9 months of eating and saying whatever the fuck they want with no repercussions.
Whole
None.
9 months. They can eat whatever they want.
Say whatever they want. No repercussions. Like
Weight on
zero.
them, hand and foot.
None. Yeah, it just could be a complete bitch for no fucking reason.
Mhm.
Everyone just accepts it. It's like, oh no, this is just fine. Yeah, they're pregnant. No, she's carrying a blessing. Blah. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, listen, I'll tell you what, Stank. Listen, when guys get sick or a flu or cold, the common thing is, oh, they turn into big babies. Yeah, because we're not expecting it. But if you told me I'm gonna have 9 weeks of X, Y, and Z, listen, I would tell you straight. You wouldn't even hear it. You wouldn't hear about it. You wouldn't even know I was pregnant. I don't even go to the doctor when I should go to the doctor. You think I'm going to complain about having 9 months to sit on my ass, wear PJs, watch TV and movies, and eat whatever the fuck I want? You're telling me I'm going to complain about that? You'll never even know. You'll never even know. It's all of a sudden it's time to pop a baby out. But like, oh shit, look what just came out.
You know what happens when we're injured and sick? We get in trouble.
We get in trouble.
We get in trouble. So you know what? And I feel like Baker's gotten in trouble for being injured, right? Everybody's down on him. MVP talk to now, oh no, what's Baker? Is this bad Baker? Is he here for good? I feel like he's getting a little bit of that treatment.
Yeah, I mean, we can agree. Stubbing toe, much higher on the pain threshold list.
Way more painful
than giving birth or carrying a baby.
Yeah. I've been shot at with BB gun, stabbed in the stomach by myself with a stick. Stubbing my toe, up there for sure. For sure.
I'm trying to think of anything that's worse than that. Probably take a gunshot to the face over stubbing of the toe. But definitely.
You don't really feel a gunshot to the face, honestly.
Definitely more painful and tougher to deal with, right? Tougher to deal with. Imagine, like, in the dark, stubbing of toe. Just eons beyond childbirth.
Fry Axe in the chat makes an amazing point, right? If having a baby hurts so much, why do you want another one right after you have one? Why is it like, I'm ready for my next baby? I'm not ready for my next toe stubbing. I can promise you that.
No one ever walks in and says, hey, honey, you know what? I think we should try for another toe stubbing. No one's ever said that.
No man has ever uttered those words.
No, never. No human has ever uttered those words. But you'll see. You know what? We should. I want another baby. I'm having baby cravings. That's what you ever heard anyone sitting at the table? Hey guys, I'm having toe stubbing cravings. No. Never, never once have you heard anything like that. Never. It's not possible, right? I mean, Vixen, you have anything to say to even?
Vixen,
you have anything to add to this?
Actually, yeah, I do.
Stand up for your race?
I 100% do. So first of all, I want to get like 2 of those machines to hook up to you guys that do the cramps or whatever, the birthing pains. I want you guys to do that live on air.
Here we go with the cramps nonsense. Oh, cramps. Oh, my stomach hurts. I have to work from home today and eat salty foods. Oh, boo fucking who. You guys want to be treated equal, but you want us to feel bad when you have some. Listen, Stank's had worse stomach cramps when he has to take a shit. Have you not, Stank?
Yeah, I do. I get cramps all the time. You never hear.
Never hear about him.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever.
I knew for a fact that he was going
to the challenge. Was that a yes to the challenge? You'll do it live.
We could do it during the show, and you wouldn't even notice. Okay,
perfect.
That's how. I mean, that's how much I doubt the pain level that you guys just sell. Because listen, here's the thing: women love to sell. They love to sell us on shit, right? Oh, this is gonna be the greatest vacation ever. This is gonna be the worst thing. She's the absolute worst. I can't stand working with Deborah or whoever. All you guys do is fucking sales jobs. Just fucking jobbing us.
How many times have you cried because you got to take a shit and there's nowhere to take a shit and then you have to shit yourself? Huh? How many times has that happened in your life?
I've never had that happen.
There you go. You don't know our pain. You don't know our pain.
Yeah. You ever been kicked in the balls, Vix?
Yeah. That ever happened?
Yeah. You ever been kicked in the balls?
I used to do gymnastics and I have.
Answer the question. Have you ever been kicked in the balls?
No, I don't.
No, you have not. So you have no idea what true pain actually is.
Look at this. Look at the chat, Sammer. There's so many of our followers in our chat right now that have cramps currently. Somebody said shit cramps. Another person said I have cramps right now. You know what?
Rendak says I stubbed my toe while giving birth. Forgot I was in labor. See? Point proven. Point proven.
Yep.
I mean, someone wants to know Stank got stabbed. Yeah, I was there. I witnessed it. He deserved it too, guys. Just, you know.
Also cut my fingertips off. First time you ever heard me complain about that on this show. Huh?
Guy lost a fucking digit. Okay, lost a digit, and Vixen wants to talk about cramps. All right, you guys have little heated blankets you put on. You ever seen a man wearing a heated fucking blanket?
Yeah.
No.
And this new age woman, women used to lose kids to the winter. What do you have to complain about, right?
Yeah.
Right?
You ever play the game Oregon Trail?
Yeah.
What?
I successfully have failed at that game.
Never
I
once
played it
has
since.
any character on that game died of cramps.
No.
Okay. Never once.
That's
Never
true.
once.
Dysentery? Yeah.
Every damn time you turn that game on. Listen, growing up, let's talk about something that was I was terrified that one day I was going to get this. I thought it was just a very common occurrence. It's happening in the Oregon Trail, probably still happening modern day. We never were taught about it. We never were taught, by the way, there's a massive cure for this.
We do have somebody who lived back then, Ren Dax. Can you leave us a voicemail? Tell us, what was dysentery like?
How did you survive dysentery?
How did you survive it? How many kids have you lost to the winter? What was the Dust Bowl actually like being there? I need to know.
He was probably on Oregon Trail. He's probably one of the characters that game was based upon. How was the Oregon Trail? How did you survive that rattlesnake bite that one night?
Go ahead and read that super chat, Vix.
B-Shot coming in with a $20 super chat.
Mm-hmm.
All this talk is hysterical. When it comes down to it, women own all the power, period, the end.
But you didn't get it. He said period. See that?
You notice how he threw period in there.
Yeah, he threw period in there. He's making fun of you. See that?
Yep.
You fell for it because you're worried about your cramps and not stubbing your toe. That's ultimately what it comes down to. I don't even know what the fuck we were talking about, Stank. Something about 3-game stretch.
I don't either. Honestly, the whole point of this is the Bucs can't afford to stub their toe going into this game. Okay, they can't afford to stub their toe when you got a guy named Drake, right? Which is a stupid fucking name. Who names their kid fucking Drake?
Name.
All right,
Drake.
Fucking stupid ass. You know what? Whatever the kid is bringing to the table, Todd Bowles better have a plan for it. And he's typically pretty good with young quarterbacks, showing them things they've never seen before. I'm hopeful that we have that momentum on defense, and that wasn't just a fluke, performance against, again, the worst fucking football team ever to lace it up last week, or week before last, whatever.
Listen, Stank, I'm not worried about the defensive side of the ball, but my next important question is, can this offense finally get back to looking dangerous? Can Baker and the boys get that swagger back, man? Can we see these guys establish some sort of identity this week? I mean, this is a disciplined Patriots defense, all right? Vrabel's a good fucking coach. He knows defense. He knows how to get guys to follow his guidance, and he doesn't stand for shit, dude. He's like MCDC. You don't fuck around. You fuck around, you're basically gone. All right. So this is an opportunity here for the Bucs. Come in, establish some semblance of an identity. Are we going to be a short passing team? Are we a play action, go down the field, force points on the board type of offense? Are we a running team? Whatever it is, whatever Grizz has in his fucking massive Yale-sized brain, okay? What is it? Like, put it on display and like put a fucking dick print on this fucking on a game for once.
Yeah, that's the problem with big brains. They don't often swing the dick because they're too busy like fucking analyzing. Sometimes you need to shut that
because all the blood's going up there. That's the problem.
Can only go to one head. Okay, one head only. Right. And so hopefully he figured it out this weekend. You just shut one head up and let the other head talk a little bit. You got young Bucks out there. All right. One that loves to fucking flip all over the field. Right. Another guy who believes he knows he's special. He knows he belongs here. Okay. You got the quarterback who we know drags that motherfucking dick behind him wherever he goes.
Like a fucking dinosaur tail.
Exactly.
Okay. That thing is a stegosaurus horn behind him. Okay.
Right. You got Crash Dummy K-Dot, and it doesn't matter, bro. He doesn't care. If he dies on the field, he's willing to do whatever's necessary. You got a different identity right now, and you just kind of need to ride that young, youthful energy. We're a different team. All right. We're a different team.
What you're describing is I'm hearing a lot of testosterone. Yeah. All these young cats.
Yep.
sky high testosterone levels, and all of a sudden we got this. Is Grizzard
Samer,
holding back the testosterone?
Just come out and say it. We're full of cum.
We are. We're full of cum.
Needs to bust.
So is Grizzard the offensive coordinator? Is he really a cock blocker? Is he cock blocking all these young cats?
I think he's been cock blocking the last couple of weeks. Definitely.
You think so? I mean, it feels like he's bringing that he's like that nagging woman who wants to complain about her cramps. It brings your testosterone levels down. Right? I don't want to fuck this. I can't even fucking stand her voice at this point. Shut the hell up. The screeching is unfucking bearable. Is Grizzard gonna get in the way of cum? Or is he gonna allow the cum to flow? That's ultimately the question we're asking here, is it not?
Yeah, well, he needs to see this game to completion, if you know what I mean. All right, because I'm tired of being less unsatisfied. The last 2 weeks for me, blue balls,
edging, like real edging. I mean, nine snaps at the 1 yard line. Talk about edging. I mean, that was to the very fucking end, and even then, it was kind of like beep. It wasn't even really. It was like a little droplet, right? And we're not here to question if Baker's got him load. He's got a fucking load. We could tell.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay, Tez is doing flips. Tez has springs of cum coming out of his feet. Okay, I mean, in Mecca, guy's a walking magnum full of fucking loads. I mean, what are we talking about here? So we're not questioning these three dudes, right? We're not questioning Tristan Wirfs. You think Tristan Wirfs has a shortage of semen in his sack? Absolutely not. Hell no. I mean, guy's going to all-pro just because of the sack alone, okay? So the question here, like I said, ultimately is Grizzard going to allow that cum to properly flow? Is he going to rub those balls enough to let that, just let it go, man? Just let it fucking
You don't even need to.
Everywhere.
You don't even need to.
Just get out the way. Just get out the way.
No, exactly. Because this team, they've got multiple, they're not, one and done. All right, let them go crazy
over and over. I mean, they're youngsters, man. They don't gotta take a break, glass of water, keep it fucking moving, right? That's all we're talking about here.
Yeah, and then the captain of the ship, Cheesecake Factory dude himself, he's used to it, bro. Like that this is his game.
He went to restaurants. Around the fucking side of the building for that, right? So of all the games on our schedule, this would be the perfect game to what? Have a happy fucking ending, right? Why not? Why not build it into, take the Patriots onto that field and show them a couple of glory holes. they know what's going on, right? Yeah. But Grizzard's got to get out the way. He can't put his hand out in front of there. All right, he can't start, pulling up photos of his grandma last second, right, to hold it. Like, no, dude, let it go. Let him do their thing, Grizz. Let him get that swagger back. Let's get down the field. Let's shoot. Let's take our shots on their back, on their face. Fuck it, on their chest. It doesn't fucking matter. In the belly button. Who cares? Shots everywhere.
Yeah,
lead to good things, in my opinion. Right? It's like, have you ever shot your shot and had it, come back?
That would mean death, right? I don't even know if that's a thing.
Is it possible? I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm assuming that's how men die. I haven't really studied death, but I'm assuming that if it gets rejected somehow and it bounces back, you're done. You're done, or you're just dusty, right? And you're just shooting powder. But that's okay. It happens, I guess. Some folks as they age, But this team went from being a little older to being young, vibrant, youthful. Right? We don't need to take pills.
The virality is through the roof on this team.
They're always ready, is the point, right? And so you got to know that. And yes, sometimes you got to rein them back in a little bit, right? That's what Grizzard's job is right now. Sometimes you got that young energy, right? They just want to fucking fuck everything, right?
Sometimes you gotta let them. Sometimes you gotta let them though.
Yeah, but then you got a guy, he's running the wrong routes because he's just too excited, right?
Wrong routes.
Roots, all that, okay? Right? So you do need to have a good head on your shoulders. You do need to kind of rein it in a little bit.
You do need to have a good head between your thighs. You do. You need to have a good head between your thighs sometimes, right?
Yeah, good head, period.
Yeah, we haven't even really asked. We
all agree on that.
Yeah, we haven't even asked Vix about her thoughts on loads and allowing young viral guys to just shoot their shot wherever they want, right?
Vix?
I'm dying right now. Look, I just need Grizz to follow through and, finish. So, no girl wants a man that can't finish.
Where do you prefer that finish to happen? In regards to
in the end zone.
The red zone. And then
in the red zone, in the end zone, in the zone.
Whatever it takes.
I mean, yeah, the end zone is probably where you're hoping, right? That's really ultimately where you want to finish your shot.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your load is coming, slowly trickling down the field, right?
I like hands on balls.
Yeah,
so
little
we
Hands-on
need
balls.
them to
Right.
complete
and
that.
then
We need
that
them.
completion right at the end, they're right in the end zone, right? The end zone could be different for each guy, right? Each player has a different end zone, but it's all kind of in the same vicinity, right? Stank? It's kind of in the same area. Kind of the
It
same
is.
area.
Samer, just you need to score, okay? You need to score. You can't get stopped at the 1 yard line four times in a row and then three more times and say, we just had to show what we are made of. And ultimately we're going to run this 14 times until we score. No, you better have different moves, okay? Sometimes the same move ain't gonna work. All right. I don't care how much.
And that's key. So that's important you brought that up, because you can't just ram it in every single time, right?
No.
You gotta have some dynamic playmaking ability down there. You gotta be able to kind of mix it up. You gotta be able to show different looks, right, Stank? Different positions.
Sometimes you gotta surprise them. Right?
Gotta surprise them. That's a big one too.
The other hole. They're not expecting it, right? They're expecting you to.
That's the thing. That's the thing. So Grizzard in that, I mean, he showed you. He's thinking there's only one hole you could go in. No, there's more than one hole.
That's a typical big brain, bro. He's focused on.
He doesn't realize
one thing at a time.
There's always more than one hole that you can go through. There's always options, right? You got to turn the lights off.
3 or 4, right?
You got sometimes a little viscosity plays a factor in all that. But you know what? There's multiple ways to finish, and that's ultimately what we're talking about here, right? Finishing. I mean, you can't just ram it in there every single time. Sometimes you got to get a little razzle dazzle, right? So you got to go around the back, right? Sometimes you got to go around the side.
Finesse works. Sometimes you got a little trickery.
Fondle your way to the end zone, right? There's nothing wrong with a little finesse in that game, right? It can't just be pounding, rocking, it just, come on. Show a little care and a little creativity and score just get in the end zone.
Listen, like I said, you got to know what you're working with, okay? We don't have the length that we did before, all right? We just lost a Hall of Famer, 6'5", just all of it. Girth, length, he brings it all to the table. Super Bowl champion, rings, like, what that guy brings to the table, right? You got one of your best weapons, a guy you were counting on, right? He hasn't been able to get back on the field, right? You can't count on the same, guys that have been there this entire time. So you have to trust that the young guys are going to do it for you, man. You're right. You got to trust their moves because they're a little different.
Yeah, and you know what? You might have a big old number 67, okay, coming back. And I'll tell you what, you got to ram it up. You got to ram right up behind him. Sometimes that's ultimately what you need to do. And he's a big boy. I guarantee you, he's got a big old back. He's ready to take that load, carry it across finish line, score. I promise.
Sam, do you run behind the 6 or
the 7
or the 7? Which side of him do you run behind? Right, it doesn't matter. You just
right
run
up the middle,
right
between the 6 and the 7. That's where I'm aiming. Right, that's usually where you're aiming on the back, right between the 6 and the 7. Right, is that correct, Vexen? That's ultimately where you guys that's ultimately where guys should be aiming, is right between the 6 and the 7. Right.
You are correct.
By the way, that's probably the cringiest shit I've ever done on this podcast. And that was
the 6-7 thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, shit's so stupid.
I finally learned what that was.
Shout out to all the brain rot out there for this. Yeah, my kids have been doing the 6-7 thing. There's another one called 41. That's something to do with.
Oh, look at the jersey behind me, guys. 6, 7, 76. All right. Anyways,
6, 7. Yeah. I hope you guys learned a lot from this segment. Just I think that was one of our better segments, honestly. Probably our best X's and O's segment we've ever done. We really got in there. Sam. Got our hands dirty.
I think we got down to what really has been hampering us, and I don't know that they're going to break it down the same way. I don't know that Todd has that in him, and we fully give you guys permission to use this in the film room this week, because I think it'll resonate, especially with the younger Bucs in that locker room. You got to know, how to get better. You got to know how to get better. And I think we just dropped some knowledge, honestly. So we'll see if it resonates.
Well, Stank, we've arrived to your favorite segment. But before we do, the voicemails, your voicemails, okay? I don't know how many we have. Vixen's been on top of that. So before we dive into that, Stank, let's get some score predictions. We haven't done a score prediction in a couple weeks, right? I'm ready to shoot my load just like you are, I'm sure. Although I'll probably have a bigger load than you. But give me a score prediction, Stank. Bucs versus Patriots in what should be a very annoying crowd to deal with this week for us as fans and in the stands itself. And a score prediction, and a bold prediction, and a score prediction here.
It was annoying making my list this week, and I don't know if we want to talk about my list at all. And I can
can't
give you
hear
a
you.
score prediction. I'm gone. What happened? Anyone? Can you hear me? Vix, can you hear me?
Yeah.
I think my
don't
headphones
know.
died.
Sammer can't hear me. So while Sammer's getting his shit fixed, I'm going to read out the ban list. We started to do that on one of our episodes, and we had some technical difficulties. So while Sammer's fixing these particular technical difficulties, you guys need to know what's acceptable this week. And I like the idea of letting you guys know right from my mouth here. Okay. So Sammer mentioned happy endings earlier. I guess it's acceptable for the guys on the field, but for you at home, you watching this right now, cut it out. No happy endings, no rubbing, no tugging, no deflating, right? No chowder, no lobster. Sorry, guys. We have really good seafood in this fucking town. Keep that shit out of your mouth. No Minutemen, no 1 Minute Man, no 2 Minute Men. Nobody wants that anyways, right, Vixen?
No.
Minutemen, exactly.
Oh, no.
And anytime you can just throw Minutemen out the window. No marathons, no tea party no apples, no doing jobs. All right. This week, don't do your fucking job.
I mean,
You
most
don't
of our
have to
listeners
do
won't
it.
have a problem with that, right?
Yeah, exactly. Of course. No obesity. I know that's going to be tough. I can see a few of you guys specifically. No beans, no Sam Adams, no socks, no Wicked, no fucking lighthouses. Stay out of lighthouses.
Out.
Do they call to you when you drive by them? You're like, well, I want to go up and see what that's about. Don't listen.
Don't.
All right. Typically an old man up there, and he wants to see how much cum you got in you. So stay away. No chain smoking, no alcoholism, no tucking. All right. I get it. Sometimes it's cool. Get in the mirror. Be like, what would I look like? Right? It's really funny. You shouldn't be doing that after maybe, I don't know. We'll move on from that. And I'm going to allow Tampa Tom this week. I kind of went back and forth, honestly, because I knew how fucking annoying it is to see all the Brady Bucs fans. And we went through, several years of having to endure Brady Bucs fans.
What is Tampa Tom? Hold on. What's Tampa Tom?
Allowing Tampa Tom Brady related photos, merchandise, clips.
Okay. So Tom Brady Buccaneer gear.
Buccaneer Tom is allowed. Buccaneer Gronk is allowed.
Okay.
Felt like banning it just because I can't.
I hate when I see the Tom Brady Bucs jerseys. I hate it.
Yeah, especially the halfies.
Those don't even count. Those are unacceptable. Those are Patriots fans. You're
going to see a lot of halfies if you're in the stadium this week. I can promise you that.
I know.
So yeah, whatever. But that's the list. And as far as score predictions, I don't fucking know. I really haven't thought about it, honestly. I think it's going to be a closer game. I'm going to say Patriots 23, Bucs 31. And yeah, we get it done. We get it done. We go to 7-2, and we move on to whoever we play next. I don't give a fuck.
Did you give it a score prediction though?
I just did.
Oh, I didn't hear. I wasn't paying attention. I was reading this hilarious comment from Chuck Master, Huffmaster. He says, "I'm old. I used to do it all night. Now it takes all night to do it." It's pretty solid. That's a pretty good comment.
Yeah, I know.
Nothing wrong with that as long as you're still doing it, right?
Oh, okay.
Words of wisdom from the Vixen.
Of course, you would agree with her, Stank, because you are the 52-year-old now on the show. Is that?
I haven't 53? Hit 50 yet. Haven't hit it yet.
You're about to, though.
No, next year.
And for those of you wondering why Izzy's not on the show tonight, Izzy got locked out of his own computer. Okay? Not only did he suffer massive computer failure during the live draft show, Stank, which he knew about for months ahead of time, and he had to leave to do an update. Okay, he'd do an update on his computer. He just got locked out of his own fucking laptop. I mean, how is that even possible?
I know what happened. The truth is, he got put in timeout. Mom said, "No computer time, buddy," and she took it away from him. So
should have eaten your
he
vegetables.
found all his porn.
Yeah, whatever you did wrong, and it probably was porn related, and that's okay. We're not here to shame you. I'm pro porn, personally. Yeah. Okay. So, maybe you need to have that talk with mom, and maybe she'll give you your computer privileges back.
I mean, maybe the computer took away his privileges because he'd been doing, like, it literally broke down from, the various sites that he was constantly visiting to where it eventually took over his computer, and the computer's like, we don't even remember your password. keyboard's too sticky to enter, said maybe he couldn't enter the password correctly because the keyboard was sticking and entered it wrong enough times that it locked him out. Because that ultimately, that's the question. How did you get locked out, right?
Every once in a while, you got to swap the keyboard out, man. You know, it's been through a lot.
Got to use those Q-tips. That's what it is. Got to use them Q-tips.
No, you got to put it right in the garbage can. No amount of black lights, no amount of rubbing alcohol, no amount of fucking cleaning products are going to take care of it. Sometimes you just got to get a new one, right?
Ren Dax thinks that maybe he lost his key. Ren, you go ahead and continue thinking that's how computers work there, feller. For sure.
Pornhub is banned in Georgia.
Thanks, Izzy knows. Apparently, he's done the research.
This is one website.
He's done the research, Stank. Bold prediction from me, man. Bold prediction this week. Emeka, 2-touchdown afternoon. Comes back to proper form. Him and Baker find that swagger they had earlier on in the season. And, they put on quite a show at home. It's been a little bit since we've seen a home game. Last couple home games, kind of, the game against the San Francisco 49ers, okay, I guess. Need some fucking fireworks. And I think the fireworks are coming back this week. I think rejuvenated Baker and completely healthy Emeka are still a very fucking dynamic duo, even though he's a rookie wide receiver, which says a lot. And I think he continues and reminds everybody, hey, I'm still going to be the offensive rookie of the fucking year. Here's how and why. And he's going to fucking put on a show. And score prediction, honestly, 29-19. Bucs win. I think it's actually a little bit, a close defensive type of match other than those 2 touchdowns from Baker and the boys. And I think the Bucs defense stands up and does their job and holds a very good quarterback who I think in a couple more years is probably going to be in the discussion for best quarterback in the NFL, honestly. And Drake May, I just think he's that special. Right now, he's not there yet. So he's good. Damn good.
Hey,
he's not there
Drake
yet.
May.
But you know what? Yeah, his name is fucking stupid. Fucking stupid. Drake May. I mean, like even the last name doesn't.
No, it's like a TV quarterback name. It's not a real quarterback.
Yeah,
name.
Let's talk about him. He gives you a lot of those like bitch ass pretty boy vibes, right? I'm not a big fan of a pretty boy quarterback, right? Him and Baker polar opposites. Baker's still a stud. He looks like an absolute fucking.
Baker's a grown ass man.
He's a grown ass man. He's a little boy.
Kid.
Yeah, he's a dumb little boy.
He's a stupid kid. Okay?
How many collars do you think he wears when he goes out?
How many who?
Collars. How many collars do you think he wears? I mean, like polo collars. He's
definitely
now?
Two. Are kids these days like wearing double collars and undershirts and shit like we did back in the 90s?
That's what I'm saying. He looks like the kid, the douche white kid who would fucking do the 2 collars.
Well, he's definitely a Chad. He's definitely a douchey white frat bro kind of guy. But and Baker's a former frat bro kind of guy, but he's a grown ass man now. Like,
yeah, but Baker was the asshole frat guy, right? The guy who was an asshole to the other guys, right? But in like a dog kind of way. Not Drake. Drake doesn't give you that bully. He probably helps ladies cross the street,
right.
With their groceries.
He's not the leader in the fraternity. He's one of the followers. He's one of the goons.
He's one of the let's do that.
Baker sends him to go do the dirty work and just kind of sits back and laughs. That kind of shit. Yeah,
I agree. All right, it's time for your fucking voicemails, you fuckheads out there. Vixen has gone through the voicemails to make sure that they don't violate any rules and regulations, both loose cannons and FDA related.
You motherfuckers last week.
Yeah, it was unacceptable, honestly. Really unacceptable. We did get one added during the show, so that's pretty nice. So, all right, we're going to start with the Cody, who we put in timeout, I believe, last week. Did we not?
We did. Yep.
We did. All right. So here, the Coat, with a chance to redeem himself.
Loose cannons. Welcome back, fuckers. Patriots game this Sunday. Keep it short and simple. Going to be all about Baker Mayfield. Why? 2 reasons. One, Patriots have the number 1 rushing offense in the NFL. Right? Don't abandon the run, Brizard, you moron.
We can't score from the fucking one, and here we are.
Let's face it, it's going to be in Baker's hands.
And fucking
they are 19th in passing defense.
And here we are.
No reason that Emeka can't run circles around these bitches.
Nothing all over ourselves. Mr. Ali, you want to try that again?
You know what, man? I forgot to turn on the sound option for you guys. That's what it is, man.
Vixen, while Sammer's figuring out more technical difficulties, you want to tell all these fine folks where they can leave voicemails. How can they get involved? Because it's become an exciting part of the show again. Now that we slap Sammer into submission and he's allowing everybody to be part of the show again. How do they become part of the show?
Yes. So we have this website called loosecannonslive.com. If you go there, there is a red button on the side that says voicemails. You click that and voila, you are given a title to put your name, subject, whatever, and you click record and it comes straight to us in our inbox.
Yep.
Simple
And
as
so
that.
I know you guys out there could hear it, but I need Stank to be able to hear the voicemail at the same time so we can all react properly. And I believe now that has been fixed. Here we go.
Loose cannons. Welcome back, fuckers. Patriots game this Sunday. Keep it short and simple. Going to be all about Baker Mayfield. Why? 2 reasons. 1, Patriots have the #1 rushing offense in the NFL. Don't abandon the run, Grizzard, you moron. But let's face it, it's going to be in Baker's hands. They are 19th in passing defense. No reason that Emeka can't run circles around these bitches. Let's get some Tez Johnson. Let's get some Cam Johnson. Let's get all the Johnsons going. But it's going to be totally Baker Mayfield's game. Number 2, we can all agree, last 2 games, he just wasn't same old Baker. You could say injuries or whatever it was. Well, coming off the bye, let's see what you got, Baker, because it's going to be all on you. Let's rip that shit apart. Their passing defense, like I said, is not that good. You should prove who the real MVP is. Everyone's talking about Drake May might be the front runner now. Baker Mayfield, it's time to show that you are still the front runner and that 2 lousy games doesn't kick you out of contention. So I have every faith in the world at Raymond James Stadium where Bucs fans better fucking show up, bro. If I see a bunch of fucking blue and red, unless you're wearing the American flag, I'm going to start slapping people. Don't sell your tickets. Don't be little pussy-ass fake fans. Let's fill that stadium up. I'd be there if I could. I really would. But I have all the confidence in the world. We'll do just fine. That ends part 1 of 7 of my voicemails. No, I'm just playing. Call me your meat rub, Sammer. It's only 1.
Call my meat rub. All right. That was good. That was a good voicemail.
That was actually, you could tell this bye week did him good.
He needed,
all right.
He needed
all right. His blood pressure down. Usually you can hear him. You can hear his blood like through the fucking microphone. You can hear it pumping, coming out of all ends. So I kind of like the subdued, chilled out Cody.
Well, I mean, until something terrible happens and he loses the voicemail at halftime of the game, which, by the way, I encourage you guys to do. I encourage you to leave me an angry voicemail at halftime and then also leave me a happy voicemail after we win the game, after the game. And we'll do a little compare contrast on Monday night's show. That'll be a fun little activity for all the people who are freaking out that we're only up 21-3 at halftime.
Cody said,
welcome back, boys. For those of you who are unaware, Stank has finally let me free from the jail cell in his backyard shed after I called Cam Jordan a no-no word. Honest question, am I the first person to have been bleeped off the pod?
Yes.
Anyway, fuck the Patriots week. Here we go. It's a missed opportunity that we are not wearing red this week to say the Redcoats are coming, but I will gladly settle with having them wear all blue to represent those blue balls that they are flying back to New England with. We shouldn't be surprised. These dorks wear tights and dead rodents on their heads while they fire their shitty flintlock rifles. Come on now. These posers wishing it dresses pirates and fire the fucking cannons. This franchise hasn't been shit since they let the greatest quarterback and tight end of all time leave for Tampa. Bucs fans, we all know who you are. This is the week that you finally pull the Brady jerseys out of the closet. And speaking of Brady, what fact about my dad is that he grew up a Patriots fan because he's from Maine. He used to joke with me all the time that Brady would one day become a Buck. I used to call him crazy, and I still can't believe it happened. What's insulting is my dad watched me suffer all those years of shitty Bucs teams, and when his Pats finally went down the toilet, he became a bandwagon Lions fan. Well, Pops, this week, the Bucs will destroy your precious Patriots, and I am putting the 85 Bears Super Bowl on a loop on the TV screen at your nursing home as punishment. I don't have much to say about the actual game besides let's get the offense into a rhythm, find ways to get a Buka, or as Grant calls him, Amika, a Big Boo, off of Gonzalez, and pressure the hell out of Drake May. You do those things when we win this game. As always, fuck the Patriots, fuck the Saints, fuck the Eagles, Fire the fucking cannons and go Bucs!
I like that. That was great. That was a great voice.
That was very good. And you can tell, bro, when it's time for, to make a decision with his dad at the end, the doctor comes up to him. What do you want to do? He's gonna be like, pull the plug. Pull the plug. Yeah, I've had enough of this old man. Let's get rid of him. Right? Because he's got a lot of baggage there. And you know what? I get it.
Yeah.
It sounds like a terrible abusive childhood, dude.
Yeah.
So glad that you figured it out on your own and you ended up in the right place.
Izzy, stop putting people in timeout that don't need to be timeout. Unbelievable. He just put one of our better voicemail callers in timeout.
What? Izzy out there wielding the power?
Yeah.
The power.
Vixen, put Izzy in timeout.
Do it.
You want me to put Izzy
Do
in
it.
timeout?
Hey,
Put Izzy in timeout.
log him out of his computer right now.
just ask him to log in. That's all you got. He's on his phone right now, right?
Yep.
It won't let me put him in timeout.
Or I'll put him in timeout.
I can do it. No, I'm not going to do it.
Put you in timeout.
It's your only warning.
Yeah, it's your only warning. It's it. It's your only warning.
Good
Stan, it's funny. I just realized
we didn't. Good night. We love you.
We didn't even
B-Shot?
actually talk about pressuring Drake May. We didn't talk about how to stop the Patriots, what they liked. We really didn't do any of that. I mean, other than talking about making sure we get to the end zone and finishing.
Their strength up against our strength. They run the ball. We stop the run. Our secondary right now are just salivating. I expect us to give them a bit of a hard time. We did talk a little bit about it.
To Cody, he said it's okay. Let white Steve Urkel have his fun. He's not even white, which makes it even better. Brother Lou's voicemail.
Cannons! What the fuck is up, fellas? What is up? Bro, we're coming out of the fucking bye, bro. We're coming out of the bye, and we got the Chowder boys. The Chowder boys on deck. Oh, shit, I think I shit myself. The 7-2 Chowder boys. Oh, fuck. Fuck out of here, bro. These motherfuckers stink. What do they think? They're going to come down here? They think they're fucking facing the Finns? I mean, come on, bro. Come on, man. They're coming in cocky, bro. Chowder fan is fucking talking shit, man.
Let him.
Like, really, man? They think they got the fucking second coming of Brady? Fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man. The kid's nice, but he's the boys, Nelly, Yaya, gonna be all over that motherfucker, bro. It's over, man. It's gonna be a rude awakening on fucking Sunday, man. Dude, they're coming to Tampa Bay, motherfuckers. They're coming to fucking play the Buccaneers. They better fucking realize that, cause Tampa ain't nothing to fuck with. But they want to come around and they want to fuck around. And they will find out. That's all right, man. That's all right. Let them come, bro. Come down, have a Cuban, go to the beach, maybe get a pub sub, enjoy the fucking environment. But on Sunday, we put our deal on the fucking table and we're pounding those motherfuckers. We're pounding it. And that's just the way it is, motherfucker.
Can you tell that there's not only just a theme with our podcast today, but the callers have the exact same feeling. Like, we're ready, right? Yeah. It's been too long, and I just, it doesn't matter. I just want action immediately, and so do they. And by the way, you guys are known for soup. You think that's something to be proud of? Like, oh, we're a soup culture, right? We know how to make good soup with clams in it. Fucking stupid. Nobody cares about your stupid soup.
Soups suck. Chowders suck. Stews suck. Chili is the only exception, and it doesn't even count as a soup because it's so fucking hearty and it's delicious. Yeah. All right, and it's got real man's meats in it. All right, but soups, chowders,
their soup's got some real man's jizz in it. You see the fucking color of that shit?
Yeah, that shit looks.
That's what they
disgusting.
love stuffing in their mouths.
Yeah. I mean, that shit dripping down their face, looking like a fucking Peter North explosion gone fucking wrong. Get the fuck out of here with that chowder shit. Okay. Have you ever known anybody to go, hey, can we stop over here? I want to try this chowder.
No.
No.
I honestly have never. Wait, outside of
Latte in Seattle.
In Seattle, who went on a fucking chowder hunt, bro.
He had to hunt that. He needed that chowder.
He needed.
Mm.
You know what? I'm not gonna judge. If a man needs some chowder every once in a while, I guess. But you know, if your whole entire personality is about chowder,
yeah, that's the point. Yeah,
time to look in the mirror.
Time to look in the chowder. And here's the last voicemail of the night.
Loose Cannon, what up? What up? What up? What up? It's your boy D Stack, aka David Stackman. So look, I'm seeing all these Patriots fans on X talking the most shit. And it's actually annoying. Like y'all, I'll give it to you. Look, y'all was good about what 7-10 years ago. But answer me this: why did Tom Brady leave New England to come to Tampa? Because we're a better fucking team, bro. We're a better fucking team. Y'all haven't beat anybody. Y'all beat the Bills. Great job. Whoa. The fuck? The Bills suck, bro. They lost to the Falcons. Who beat the Falcons? Let's see. Us. So, yeah. Y'all lame as fuck. Straight up. We're gonna smash you guys. You guys can't deal with us. You guys have no fucking clue what you're in for this Sunday. Yeah.
I don't like this guy's energy.
I like it. You know what? Like I said, it's bi-weekend. No, we need a little bit of that. We've been way too fucking hot. We need to come back down to ground zero again. All right. I like it. You know, we can't. Hopefully, we're fucking joyous after the next. The next fucking group of phone calls after the game. But that's okay. Bi-week energy. I'm here for it. And people keep asking, why did Tom Brady leave New England and come to Tampa? We were the hot bitch, bro. All right. Yeah, he was like an old bitch with menopause. He saw that hot bitch dripping, ready to fuck, ready to get some action, wasn't
gonna complain about her cramps.
Right. Ready for a ring on the finger. Mm-hmm. And he came here and he put one on our finger.
He probably got sick of the chowder.
Dude.
How many years can you deal with that smell? Always, everywhere you go, chowder this, chowder that.
Bro, like, it's Wheel of Fortune, Jeopardy, and chowder every day. And then you come here to the beaches, the bad bitches.
No, it's too hot to even have a soup down here.
Ew. No, nobody wants that shit down here.
Exactly.
Right? And if you think about it, Tom has always been a Buck. We wouldn't have our first ring without Tom Brady. If you really think about it, both our rings are because of Tom. Right? He tucked. Gruden got fucking traded to us. Ring. He came here, another ring. So Tom's always been a Buck, right? He carried that old fashioned franchise for as long as he had to, I guess, until he just got tired of her and divorced. So Tom's a Buck for life. We all know that. He's gonna retire a Buck, Ring of Honor Buck, Hall of Fame Buck. Get used to it.
That's about all I got. I'm just saying, y'all have no fucking clue. Brady definitely was like, look, I'm going to Tampa. Peace out. Belichick, you suck. I'm going to show y'all it was me. And guess what? What happened? What happened in 2020? Y'all know the answer.
Wow.
Blunts were smoked before that voicemail was left.
For sure. But he was also he's definitely using headphones, like the pods. Because at the beginning of that call, we were getting all the residual sound around him, right? We were getting everyone else talking. So you know what? I'm going to give you guys some post-by tips, voicemailers. Get in a quiet room, okay? If there's somebody in the room with you, look them dead in the fucking eyes, right through their soul, and tell them to shut the fuck up. I'm about to leave a voicemail for the loose fucking cannons, okay? Kids, get the kids out of the fucking room or tell them to shut the fuck up, okay? Wife talking, girlfriend, whoever it is, it's significant other, hey, shut the fuck up. Turn down Love fucking Island back there, okay? I'm about to leave a fucking voicemail, all right? Turn off 90 Day Fiance. I'm about to leave a fucking 90-second voicemail, okay? That's what you should be doing to make yourselves better for this show, okay? Not just better for this show, but better for the fucking fan base, okay? Because everyone knows, you leave a voicemail on this show, it resonates, all right? It goes out beyond just this show, right? Staying, this is region. We're in fucking Australia, okay? We're probably on that weird asteroid thing that's changing directions in fucking space now.
Yeah.
Okay, there's aliens out there. They're changing directions based on the Loose Cannons podcast. Okay, so keep that in mind, and I expect you guys to step your fucking voicemail game up because listen, I didn't want to do voicemails. Okay, you guys and Stan kind of pulled my arm a little bit, right? Twisted me into changing my mind, but it is not for good. Okay, I could easily say fuck that. I'm never doing it again. You think Stank participates in some sort of pre-show meetings? Think we have outlines and discussions about what's going on a show?
There's pre-show meetings.
Exactly. See, all right. I could just X that whole fucking segment out, and it doesn't matter. Okay, so keep that in mind. It's a privilege for you fuckers to even be on the screen at this point. Okay, where it says voicemails, that's a privilege. Fuck.
Stack says it was the kids. I don't believe you. You hit the bong right before the fucking the voicemail. It's okay, man.
Yeah, you tell it's the flower vase to the kids, right? It's just a flower vase.
Yeah, exactly. 3-Eye Atlas. It's really crazy. It is. Aliens are out there. You know, we don't have that much time left. At least on this timeline, we're off to the next timeline.
I mean, I've already been on the other timeline, so I'm just kind of chilling out over here, watching how things play out. You know, I could take you with me, Stank, but you haven't really proven yourself. I don't think the other timeline wants you. There is a Stank in the other timeline. Clean cut, fabulous head of hair. Fabulous head of hair. I mean, we're talking giant curls.
He's got all his teeth?
All his teeth.
What?
Beautiful, just nice chiseled jawline.
What about facial hair? Full beard?
Full beard. And it's just not it's just nicely kept. It's not grayed out. It doesn't look like somebody reversed, you know, it looks like someone took carpet and taped it to your face or glued it to your face when you were sleeping. You look like a college prank gone wrong, honestly. But yeah, okay. So, and wear shoes. Lots of money. Guys, a lot of money. All right.
Don't want to be on that timeline.
Yeah. Throws money around like, you know what? Hates cream cheese and bagels.
Wow. He throws money around? Definitely not this timeline.
Definitely, yeah.
I hold it.
Vixen, did we miss any super chats?
Yeah, Izzy had one a while back where he
I don't want to hear his voice. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to read his super chat. Not doing it. Thanks for the super chat. Sorry if your feelings were hurt, or you know, what's that response people say when they see a really long tweet? Thoughts and prayers. Sorry whatever happened to you. Great voicemail, and thank you so much for the super chat. However number of dollars it was. That covers all bases, I think, right?
Yeah. I agree. Somebody said I'm a stud in the other timeline. I am.
Yeah, they don't call you Stank. They call
so
you...
they don't think you're a stud now. That's all that means.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to win with other tools. You know, you can't be blessed with all the tools on every timeline. This timeline, I'm just funny.
Just
that's
funny.
it. That's
it. He's a jolly old man. Just jolly old man.
That's all I got, dude. That's all I got.
Yeah, I mean, you make a good Santa. Have you ever done Santa? Have you ever been a Santa?
Not a big fan of Christmas here.
But have you ever done a Santa?
Have I ever done one?
Yeah. Have you ever been Santa?
No.
You have a grandchild now, right? So you're eventually going to be asked. Say, can you dress up? Can you dress up as Santa for the little guy?
No, I take that back. At my daughter's one of my daughter's Christmas recitals,
you were Santa.
I had to dress up a Santa.
Yep.
I got on stage and danced.
Yeah, and you were fat Snake back then too. So
I was.
Sure.
I actually was really.
You probably filled out real nice.
I was close to 300 lbs, bro. I was a big. I made a good Santa.
You made a good Santa, right? So yeah, you have good Santa heritage in you. I can feel it.
I've never felt the Santa vibe. I'm really not a Christmas guy. I'm not.
I mean, your beard grows in Santa's pattern if you think about it.
Santa's got a wonderful beard. My beard sucks. I can't even grow a mustache.
It's in the correct pattern.
I guess.
You gotta rub some goat shit on your upper lip.
I'm a Thanksgiving, Halloween guy.
Thanksgiving for sure.
Yeah, Thanksgiving. You know, it's just a great holiday. Christmas, not so much.
All right,
not so fucking much.
We don't have anything else to say. This show's gone.
No, we don't. Let's watch a fucking football game, bro. Let's go watch. Sick of this shit.
Yeah. Hey, make sure you guys check us out on loosecannonslive.com, where you can also click on the members tab or the membership tab and join our free Bucs Discord community. Pretty fucking cool things happen in there. And if you feel like, donating some money. And then you can also join our Canon Cartel that has some cool behind-the-scenes stuff and things of that nature, and the ability to watch games with us coming up soon here. Oh, when we start hitting the road again, watching games in Discord with us live. So that'd be kind of cool. We'll have Vixen set all that up. Vixen, massive thank you, by the way, in the offseason, helping me put together said Discord. Stank never thanked you. I will thank you here. Nobody else, maybe everyone else does thank you. Who knows?
Thank
but
you,
also,
Vixen.
don't forget, you guys can also check out everything Loose Cannons on loosecannonslive.com, including listening or watching any of our episodes, past, present, or even future, if you're on that comment or whatever the fuck that alien spaceship is, all right? And if you prefer to listen only, you can also catch us on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Pornhub. And as always, leave us a comment with your score prediction at the bottom of this show, and give us a like. Give us a fucking like. We'd like a like, okay? And if you're new, hit that subscribe button. Stank, anything else before we tell the Patriots to fuck off and we go party on Sunday at Raymond James?
Fuck chowder.
Fuck it.
It's kickoff, set it off. Go to Vegas, bet it all. Put it on the Bucs to win. Whoever they gon' play gon' fall. Don't say I ain't told y'all. Loose cannons gon' fold y'all. Yeah, the Heat be 9-3, but it gets real cold in the fall. That's when the season start. Bucs come in 4.